What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop. Took a while, right? It's only 9 o'clock, and this thing's probably not going to upload till 10 Central, if not later. So, I just picked up dinner for the household. A local Italian joint named Pescaraz. My wife texted me and she said, when I get home from work, what do you want for, what are we going to do for dinner? Because it's Valentine's Day week, so she's been working her ass off. And I'm just going to go ahead and brag on my wife a bit, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just take a segment on the side and talk about how awesome my wife is. So skip a couple of minutes if you don't want to hear about it. If you do want to hear about it, then welcome to the show. Get comfy, grab some popcorn, grab something to drink, and let's go. Sappy alert. So my wife has been a florist longer than I've known her. She started off at a flower shop in Portales, and now she's here in Amarillo working in a different flower shop, obviously. And since day one that I've known her, she has worked her ass off, guys. She has done Valentine's Days, Mother's Days, even Christmases. Sometimes they get busy around Christmas because of poinsettias and stuff. And every holiday, she is just a warrior. She's greater than Wonder Woman when it comes to that kind of stuff. And not only on top of that, guys, she's great at what she does. And with this new flower shop, she's wearing a lot of hats. She's a designer. She runs the website. She obviously takes phone orders. She pretty much does it all up there. And she's pretty much cemented herself as kind of the backbone of the company. Not saying that the other people that work there aren't the backbone. They're all parts. Moving, working parts. A well-oiled machine. That do great work as a unit, and individually if need be. Like on the weekends when they have a skeleton crew, they're still fantastic. But on top of that, just working extraordinary amount of hours. She clocked, well, yesterday she went into work at 8:30 in the morning, and she didn't get home till almost midnight last night. And she worked that entire time. Maybe she stood up to have a lunch or stood up to have snacks. The only time she probably ever got to sit down is when she was taking phone orders, or if she was, hate to say it, using the restroom. Because sometimes at work, that's like the only time I get a chance to sit down is when I'm actually sitting on the toilet. And it's beneficial for multiple reasons. But guys, she comes home, she's tired, she's exhausted, but she wakes up the next day and she does it all over again. Luckily, she got home about 9 o'clock tonight. So she's waiting on me with the foods when I get home tonight. But last night was killer for her. And the night before, I don't think she got home till about 10 o'clock. So it's just, she's kicking ass. She's taking names. And I'm just so proud of her. And I'm proud to call her my wife. And she is just amazing. Not only as a wife, but as a florist, as a friend. And anybody that has done her wrong, anybody that doesn't consider her feelings or anything like that, you need to take a look in the mirror, because she's a great person, and if you can't realize that, then there might be something wrong with you. So there you go. That's all I got to say about my wife. Thank you guys so much for listening to that. So today I started making a list and checking it twice. No, I'm just kidding. Of how GTA 3 is gonna go. I have it broken down per part, per episode, per installment of how I want to do things. So a lot of it is pretty much gonna be like up until I'm finished with it, every odd part, like parts 1, 3, 5, 7, you guys know what odd numbers are, you guys are smart, that will be like main story installments. And then every even, 2, 4, 6, all the way up to, whatever, will be side missions, like the ambulance driver or the taxi driver or vigilante or paramedic. Or ambulance and paramedic are the same thing. Firefighter was the last one I was thinking about. And the export-import list is something that I decided that it'd be a hell of a lot easier for me to do after the main storyline. Now with Pokemon Emerald, I'm asking you guys if you guys want me to do the side missions or the main story, which that vote is still ongoing. It's got another week to go, or another 6 votes to go. So if you guys can please go do that if you haven't already. That's your homework assignment, homework question number 1. Have you done that? How did you vote? Let me know why, and I'd greatly appreciate you. And like I said, I'm going to have that going up until I'm finished. And having to do the import-export vehicles at the very end, and that should be like the ending of the of GTA 3. And if my math serves me correct, that will be 24 installments of GTA 3, and that's going to feed into obviously it's gonna feed into the summer of the schedule, the summer portion of the schedule, because that's what I want to get it ready to go for y'all, is pretty much June through August, and now I think it's gonna bleed into September, which means that you guys are gonna get GTA 3 and probably Husky Season 5 about the same time, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys aren't too upset about 2 different gameplays going on at once, even if it's for a little bit. And then, of course, the Huskies is going to run all the way through Saw the game, as well as Arkham Origins, and then some. I think it's going to, like I said, like lack of a better word, bleed over to 2022, especially if we make the playoffs. But I don't even know what the team's going to look like until the draft happens this fall. So there you go. And on top of that, I recorded and edited yesterday, which was weird because I did this on a Thursday, and I'm used to doing this on like a Friday or Saturday, of a new food review that will be up next Thursday, obviously. And of course, if you haven't seen the latest food review, homework question, homework assignment number 2, go ahead and tell me, have you seen the latest food review of I forgot where I went. Taco Bell Cravings Value Menu, pretty much an updated version of that, because the first food review I ever did was the Taco Bell's Dollar Craving Menu, but they've modified it so much that and also it was a recommendation from one of my piglets, Dodger Blue 88, that I went ahead and did another one because it's so vastly different, and it was just as good as the first time I did it. I just wish they had a few more items that are no longer on the menu, but I digress. And so I did that. That was a pickup truck. That sound should not have come from that vehicle, but I did that. So food review for next week's already taken care of. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do next week. So I guess homework question number 3, assignment number 3, whatever. Where should I go next week? I've already gotten a recommendation that I should do like a local restaurant again. I've gotten a recommendation that maybe there should be a collaboration that may or may not be in the pipeline with another food reviewer. Not gonna name names, but this is something that I've been planning since December, and I told them that I would probably hit them up in February, and last time I checked, yep, it's still February, so I still got a little bit of time to do that, to hit them up and say, hey, all right, let's do it, let's do the collab. So sometime this month, guys, look for a collaboration food review with another food reviewer here on YouTube. I'm really excited about it, and haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So I'll message them and be like, hey, does this sound good? Does this sound good? Or does this sound good? Do you have one of these in your area? Do you have one of these? If not, then let's go here. One of those things. And we'll go from there. But there you go. So a little behind the scenes thing is that there is a food reviewer collaboration for this month, for February. And maybe I can get a couple of more in the pipeline, see what happens. And on top of that, I haven't recorded any more Pokemon Emerald playthroughs because I'm waiting for the results of the poll, which to pretty much elaborate on the poll is should I do main story with Pokemon, or should I do the side stuff with the main story? And so far there's only 9, so like I said, I need 6 more votes. And on top of that, my cutoff is I do the poll for 2 weeks, and after the 2 weeks, if it's a tie, then I become the tiebreaker, or if they haven't voted already, I get my wife to be the tiebreaker, or Chris Big Bird to be the tiebreaker. But and then if it's gotten the 15 votes that I need it to get, then that's the result. That's what happens. At least 15 of y'all. That's a big portion of most of the views that I get regardless nowadays. So I just figured, why not? Some polls have gotten 20 plus, so I'm like, 15 doesn't sound out of the realm of possibilities, so let's go for that. Also, I just wanted real quick to say happy Valentine's Day to the piglets. I do have a very special Valentine's Day video coming up on Valentine's Day, and that's the creation of the David statue from The Sims. So homework question, the next homework question is, should I sell it? Should I keep it? Should I create more and sell limited quantities of them? What do you guys think I should do with the statues? Let me know down below. I'd greatly appreciate some input and audience participation. So the keywords here are, since I do the keywords so that I know that you guys are watching. So the keywords here are Happy Valentine's Day. So the last thing I wanted to talk about real quick, guys, is I kind of had, it's kind of like a personal thing. I was driving by, we have this giant billboard on the side of the highway that shows the current amount of the lottery. And right now I think it's up to 84 million for the Powerball. So after taxes, you get 42 of that. So I was thinking to myself, what would I do with $42 million? What would I possibly do with $42 million? I'll tell you what, the first thing I do, I'm automatically gonna write 3 checks. 3 checks. I'm gonna right off the bat, I'm gonna write 3 checks. First check is to pay off my home. The second check is $1 million going to my grandmother. And the third check I'm writing is going to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital for another $1 million. So I still have 39 million and some change to spend. I would retire at the ripe old age of 28 years old. I would retire. Maybe get a part-time job. One of my dreams, one of my goals, if I ever become, a rich debutante of a human being, was to get a part-time job at a delivery place. Maybe I go back to Pizza Planet, or I go to, one of my previous delivery jobs, or, I just, get a new delivery job for a national chain or whatever, somebody that will allow me to do this. But what I wanted to do was work part-time at a delivery place and I would deliver the food in the Batman Forever Batmobile. That's always, since I was a little kid, a dream of mine, is to drive around in the Batman Forever Batmobile. Of course, it would have to be street legal, but that was always a dream of mine. And then whatever I made that day in tips, I would just donate, you know, go out to eat and donate all my tips that day to the waiter, or, you know, if I did see like a panhandler or a homeless person on the side of the road with the sign that says, you know, anything helps, God bless, whatever, then I would give them my tips. Or if, you know, somebody needed, you know, some help, you know, hey, because like on some of the Facebook pages in the local areas of Amarillo, people are like, hey, I'm like $50 short on my water bill. I'm like X amount short on my phone bill. I need this phone to be turned on or kept on. Otherwise, they're going to cut it off and I'm going to lose business. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. And then maybe I could help somebody like that. So that's like my biggest dream, is to just drive around in the Batman Forever Batmobile, because who wouldn't want to do that? If you don't want to do that, then pick a different Batmobile. You know, pick the Tumbler from the Nolan trilogy, pick the Keaton one, pick the, I don't know why you would, but the George Clooney one, or the new Ben Affleck one, or even the new Robert Pattinson one, which looks kind of badass. It kind of reminds me of Baby from Supernatural, except it's got like a souped up like model kit. I know jack shit about cars, but I just think it looks cool. But anyway, guys, I've talked your ear off enough. It's Friday, so I wanted to get this video out for y'all. Guys, I hope you are having a great weekend. I hope you're going to have a good Valentine's Day. If you're not with somebody, happy Singles Awareness Day. I think that's what it's called, the alternate. It's Valentine's Day and Singles Awareness Day. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go eat some delicious Italian food and enjoy the rest of my night and relax. And thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. And always remember my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop loves y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Keep watching the food reviews and Pokemon Emerald. I love y'all. Drink plenty of water, too. Talking to you, especially, fucker.